Hi there everyone, I'm Gary Cuddy and I'm here with Josh Ricks, our head of sales at Spendthrift, and we're here to take you through our virtual Stallion parade for 2020. We're excited to introduce two first season horses this year in Omaha Beach and Vino Rosso. Omaha Beach is a three-time Group 1 winning son of champion sire Warfront and has a wonderful female family. And Vino Rosso, the Breeders' Cup champion, a horse that defeated 9 individual Group 1 winners in the Breeders' Cup Classic and retires to Australia as the highest rated first season sire this year. Two horses with immense ability and wonderful credentials that will suit the Australian market.
Our roster is rounded out by Overshare, Gold Standard and Swear, all returning to the covering shed at Spendthrift this season. Overshare is our son of I'm Invincible. Covered 150 mares last season, and with his first foals on the ground, very impressive last year. We've got Gold Standard, a mirror image of his sire Sebring, also had his first foals born last season. And we've got Swear, the son of Redute's Choice. He's now got 2-year-olds that are all currently in training and ready to hit the racetracks this season. During this time of the coronavirus pandemic, we are fortunate enough to be able to offer breeders our breed secure contract terms. This means that you can breed to any of those 3 stallions and pay your service fee from sales ring proceeds.
Now that we've ticked all of that off, let's take a look at the boys.
Here we have multiple Group 1 winner Vino Rosso by Curlin out of the Street Cry mare Mythical Bride.
Vino Rosso is the most accomplished horse ever by leading sire Curlin. Undefeated at 2, Wood Memorial Stakes Group 2 winner at 3, and completed his racing career with a 4.5 length demolition of 9 Group 1 winners in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Vino Rosso stands at 16 hands. He's got a lovely shoulder on him and great length. If you're looking for a stallion that might put a little bit more leg into your mare, I think that this guy could be the horse for you.
We thought it was ideal to bring Vino Rosso out to Australia, given that Smart Strike and Curlin sire line has had great success with the Danzig Danehill line mares, and obviously we have abundance of those here in Australia, and breeders are always looking for an outcross.
And we've got many of those mares on our broodmare band as well, so we'll be able to support Vino Rosso with mares from those sire lines that you mentioned, along with the mares from the More Than Ready sire line, which we've also got a few, which for us is obviously very exciting.
The one thing about Vino Rosso, if you watch his race replays, is that he almost raced like an Australian horse, just sitting back a bit in the field and then unleashing his turn of foot in the home straight to come through and power away from the others. Vino Rosso's trainer, Todd Pletcher, won more prize money than any other trainer in history. His comments about Vino Rosso: he was able to win at 2, 3 and 4, and he's a classy type of horse, which is what the people are looking for. He has a great disposition, he's healthy and sound, and has all the attributes you look for in a stallion. Couldn't be a much better recommendation.
Here he is, Omaha Beach, the first horse in the USA in the last 30 years to win a Group 1 at 1200 and 1800 metres in the same year. He's an exceptional looking son of Warfront out of the Seeking the Gold mare Charming, and a grandson of Take Charge Lady, who's by a stallion that needs no introduction in Australia in Dahir.
He's a Group 1 winner with a Group 1 winning pedigree and Group 1 looks. He's got that super deep girth, strong shoulder and great eye and head. Something that breeders love to look for when they're trying to produce a yearling for the sales ring. Bringing out a triple Group 1 winning son of Warfront, was a deliberate choice by Spendthrift given Warfront's fantastic statistics as a sire. His current statistics of 14.8% stakes winners to runners gets even better when you look at them on turf, and they become 16.8% stakes winners to runners on turf. If you also look at Warfront's progeny, 42% of them win as a 2-year-old, which is perfect for the Australian market.
Omaha Beach was trained by legendary Californian horseman Richard Mandela. He's trained many a good horse over the years, but upon Omaha Beach's retirement to stud, Mandela is quoted as saying, "I think Omaha Beach is as good as they come. They just don't get any better." In Omaha Beach, we have a horse that is equal to some of the world's top-ranked horses that retire to stud in Australia this year. Yes. He's rated superior to horses like Exceedance, Microphone, and Pirata, just to name a few.
I've heard it said that great racehorses get to that point in a race, head-to-head with one of their competitors. They call on their ancestors in their pedigree to help them get across the line for that Group 1 win. And if you look at Omaha Beach's pedigree, 2 champions within 2 dams, with 5 Group 1 winners within those first 2 dams, you can see why this guy really was a Group 1 champion. And here we have Gold Standard, our Group 2 winning son of Sebring out of the stakes winning mare Coniston Gem. Gold Standard was the winner of the Group 2 Stan Fox Stakes, a stallion making race that other horses like Shooting to Win, Press Statement and Impending, along with proven sires such as Octagonal, General Nadine, Pins and Lawnrow. He was also a runner-up by a nose in the up-and-coming stakes, once again beating Trapeze Artist. Then ran a very strong 4th in the Golden Rose, beating home the likes of Merchant Navy and Pariah.
In his first year at stud, Spendthrift supported Gold Standard with some high-quality mares, and I think that decision was justified by the foals that we've got on the ground. I was only walking through the paddock the other day talking to Simon Vivian from Inglis, and it was good to see the improvement of our Gold Standard foals. There's quite a few fillies in the paddock that I look forward to getting trainers in front of, because I think there's quite a bit of quality amongst them.
And it was this quality that our breeders saw as well in the first foals they got on the ground by Gold Standard, that led to him getting an even bigger book in his second season as well, just like Overshare. You know, the foals are definitely much like him, short coupled, flashy, nice deep girth, really good movers.
I think one of the positives about Gold Standard is the fact that most people that have one are happy to talk about it, and there's probably nobody more prouder of their Gold Standard foal than Daniel Neville from Holy Lodge. So if anybody does want to reach out to Daniel and speak to him about Stan, as his colt is affectionately known, make sure you've got an hour or 2 up your sleeve, because we can't seem to get him off the phone every time he talks about him. Here he is at Swear. He's Spendthrift's first Australian stakes winner. Son of Reduke's Choice out of the leading 2-year-old filly Cross Your Heart, a daughter of Show a Heart. Swear was undefeated as a 2-year-old, winning his only start, and then first up as a 3-year-old he won the Group 3 Ming Dynasty. His first crop of yearlings went to market and sold for up to 14 times their service fee, which for us was obviously great to see. And that particular colt was a Spendthrift bred that was purchased by Team Hawks, and all reports so far is that he's broken in really well and fits into their system, which I think is a big tick.
Swear is going to have his first 2-year-olds gracing the track this season, and we're very excited about what this holds. We've been able to get them into stables with leading trainers like Alden Zara, Tony McAvoy, Team Hawks, Phil Stokes, Patrick Payne, Mick Kent, Trent Sutton and Natalie Young. We're getting great reports from all of these trainers. They've broken in very well. They're smart horses, easy to work with. Swear is also available on our Breed Secure program, and it's a great opportunity to breed to a horse that's going to have his first ever 2-year-old runners, and you know, if he gets a bunch of runners on the track or is able to sire a stakes winner, and if you believe in the horse like we do, then you can send your mare to him and protect your cash flow. If breeders want to come out and see him in the flesh, he has really thickened up this year and let down, and has a very strong physique that he passes on to his progeny.
And here we've got Overshare, our multiple stakes winning son of champion sire I'm Invincible. He's a winner of the Zetative Stakes at Group 3 level, a race that's won by none other than the great Not a Single Doubt.
Being by record-setting sire I'm Invincible out of a Reduced Choice mare with a family that goes across the oceans, overseas into Japan and over into Europe, with multiple champions within that family, stallions as well.
His female family includes exciting stallion prospects in Japan in Epifania and Leontes, as well as the handy son of Fastnet Rock, Fascinating Rock, who seems to have started his stud career quite well in Europe. I think one of the most exciting things about Overshare for this year is the support that he's going to get. The horse is well on his way to covering more mares than he did in his first season. So for a horse to cover more mares in his second and third season than he did in his first, I think it only highlights the quality of foal that he has on the ground.
He went from covering 80 mares in his first season up to 150 mares in his second season. To quote the great James Bester, black cats have black kittens, and Overshare is a definite example of this. You know what you're going to get if you breed to Overshare. They're going to be a great type of foal, a lot of strength, a lot of quality, and really good movers. This is a great season. It's the perfect opportunity to breed to Overshare. You're coming off the back of a big book of 150 mares. Going into this year, you can use the breed secure terms where you're paying your service fee out of sales proceeds. You know, the third season is seen as a punt season with a stallion, and I think this is a very calculated one.
I'd like to thank everybody for taking the time to watch the 2020 Virtual Stallion Parade for Spendthrift Australia. We hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and if you have any questions about any of our horses, our breeding programs, or the Spendthrift way, please get in contact by calling 03 5421 5600. We'd like to wish everybody all the best for the 2020 breeding season.